Wow, beautiful day to do your first float tank. I can't talk. Beautiful day to do your first float tank. I'm about to go to do the sensory deprivation tank. It's like meditation. I've been wanting to do it for a long time. I said, F it, I'm doing it tonight. Why not?
Alright, so my name is Bill. Welcome to East Coast Floats. So in the center we have 4 rooms for flotation. It's gonna be room 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put you in room 3.
Nice.
That's gonna be the bathroom in there and the beauty room. So you can get pretty after you float in there if you want.
Cool.
Alright, so this is gonna be a room. Outdoor light is motion activated, so after 4 minutes of no activity, it's gonna turn on. So first thing you do it completely undressed. After that, go ahead and put on these earplugs. That way it's wet doesn't get in your ears. It is optional, you don't have to use it. Then after that, you're gonna shower. The colder shower, the better.
Gotcha.
And that's the pot itself. So first you notice in the back, it's gonna be the UV light. That's what kills all the germs and everything that is not supposed to be in there. It's a neck pillow, kind of goes behind your head like this. The fresh water, so if you get salt water in your eyes, go ahead and spray that. It's gonna help you relieve the pain. Now at the end, the lights, the pump, and the music are all gonna come back on. That's gonna be your indication that your hour is up. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple.
So just get in there, close it, lay down.
Close it up, and then just do your thing, man.
So then to turn off the light, there's just
so yeah, it's gonna be 2 buttons up here. It's gonna be light and music.
Gotcha.
Just push them in.
Awesome.
So
Okay.
Good.
Beautiful. Yeah. Here we go. So I'm done. It's kind of rough. Different. I'll explain. Whew. So it was very interesting. It was kind of what I expected. I mean, you just sit there and float and meditate, sort of. But I don't know if I got that many benefits out of it. I know it's my very first time. I was a little uncomfortable. It felt like my neck was hard to relax. I don't really know what to think. The results of it, how I felt afterward, a lot different than I thought I would feel, or at least what I was hoping to feel. I meditate pretty often, every day, every other day, where I just focus on my breath, think, and try not to think, and things like that. So I thought this would kind of be like a elevated version of that, which it definitely is, but I found myself a little more uncomfortable, just kind of like physically. Like when I would lay there, it felt like my neck was like uncomfortable, like I needed like a pillow, and they had like a little neck pillow, but it was very thin, and the guy said afterwards that they have a bigger neck pillow, so I might use that next time if I go next time. But other than that, it was easy for me to get comfortable like laying wise and not feel anything. I thought the sensory deprivation would feel different, like it would be a little more shocking to my body, but it really wasn't. After the whole hour it kind of was. So going in, I was hoping that I'd have some like really insightful introspective thoughts, or learn something about myself, or feel like a new level of meditation. I didn't really feel that, but what I did feel was it was definitely hard to lay there for the whole hour. I got up once, not out of the pod, but just like sat up once because I had like some salt in my eyes that or water in my eyes. It kind of burns a little bit, and there's like spray to like with fresh water that can help rinse that out. So that happened once, but I think it dripped from my hair into my eyes. But besides that, it just felt a little less about like having deep thoughts, and it was more about seeing if I could lay there still. So that might be what the purpose is, because it is good to do things that make you feel uncomfortable. I feel it makes you build resilience and become a better person overall in all different ways. But towards the end, especially towards like the 30-45 minute mark, I don't know the time, but that's what I was estimating. It felt like more than halfway. It felt like I was really ready to get out of there and sick of laying there. It almost felt like laying on a bed that's really uncomfortable, that you just want to like get up and like move position. So I stayed in there, I stuck with it, and I feel like thinking about it now, that might be the benefit of it, is going into it for an hour and just being able to stay completely still from an hour and only have your mind be moving at all. Even if it's like you're trying to focus on just your breath or not have any thoughts. It's definitely different to try to lay somewhere for an hour, but to me it was harder because it was uncomfortable, and I don't know if that was the point of it. And I might have been uncomfortable because I have no senses. I have no sense of like laying on something. I have no sight, no hearing, but Like if I was laying on a bed, it'd be easy, but I think I'd fall asleep. I don't know. It's just, it's hard to figure out what the purpose was. I think I should go back just to kind of figure out what the purpose was. But at this point, when I first got out, I was like, man, it kind of felt like meditation the same level. And I almost feel like I was a little bit more advanced than what the tank was, because I can definitely see it as a benefit for somebody who can't focus on their thoughts, but I have no problem laying down in my bed, sitting in a chair, and just going in my head for 30 minutes at a time. That's really easy for me because I do it all the time, and like I have so many thoughts I want to kind of explore and focus on my breath. If I want to not explore thoughts, just constantly focus on my breath. That's harder, where I just keep refocusing on my breath, having no thoughts. That's harder, and that's what I try to do in the tank. But my point is, it's not that out of the norm for me to do that. So in the tank, I thought maybe with no senses, I would have some kind of new level of being able to do that, or it would feel different. But it felt just the same as if I was laying in my bed or laying down on a mat, whatever. I didn't really feel any benefit of being in the tank besides the fact that I had to stay still without any senses, and just the fact of the same way you want to keep your mind still, it almost felt like this is a different way of keeping your body still and a different type of meditation. So it was very different from what I expected. Didn't really get any, I didn't even know what I expected or what I was hoping to get out of it. I was just kind of hoping to get some next level shit. I don't even know, dude, but that's how it felt. It was definitely a great experience. I'm really happy I did it. And shout out to East Coast Floats. They were a great place. I really recommend them. But yeah, that's kind of my first experience, and I'll let you know if I go again. And it was definitely cool, and I like trying new things, so check that one off. Let's go. See ya. Thanks for watching, and whatever.